Hello, this is George, and this is a quick video on how I utilize two freeware pieces of software you can download. It's called AutoIt, that's the first one, and the other one is WinMerge. The websites are right here. There's AutoIt script, or AutoIt scripting macro, where you can program a macro to do things within the operating system, and I'll show you how that works. And I've also got this thing called WinMerge, where I can compare two files and see what the differences are between the two files. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to show you how you can back up your EasyLanguage studies, be it a strategy, show me, indicator, whatever, into a text file. And then you can store that text file on your C drive and or into the cloud. And also the way I've created this macro, this AutoIt macro, it takes care of versioning for you. So when you make a modification and you want to save that text file, you don't want to replace your existing text file because maybe you made a modification and you want to keep the first version, so you've created a new version. Say later you want to see what the two differences are between the two versions, you can use WinMerge to do that. Let me show you how I set that up. First off, let's go ahead and launch an AutoIt executable, which is just a file that runs in the background for you. So I've got that in my scripts folder for AutoIt, and I tell you exactly how to do this in the blog post. This is the supporting video that goes to my blog. Check my blog out at georgepruitt.com, and I think I call it, let's see, what do I call it? The name of the blog post is EasyLanguage Version Control and Backup. So just check that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch my EasyLang to text file executable, and you can tell if that's running because you can go down to here and there is the icon for AutoIt. Okay, easing it, so it's running in the background. So let's say I'm working on a program, and I called this snapback. This is kind of a something I've programmed, I've been playing around with for a little bit, and I've got a version that works. It doesn't work the way I really want it to. I want to add some bells and whistles to it. I want to make some modifications, but I want to keep this intact in case I need to get back to it. And the way this thing works, I'll show you real quick in TradeStation. I call it snapback because after a new low, the market rallies a certain amount, I'll buy it. After a new high, when it snaps back, I'll sell short. And then if it makes a new low and it rallies again, I'll buy it again, and then I get out at the end of the day. This is where it worked okay. It worked okay here too. But as you can see, this thing needs a lot of work to make it a viable trading system. We'll limit the number of trades. That's a real good trade right there. But of course, it needs a lot of work. But I want to keep this, and when I add things, I want to keep different versions of it. And of course, that's what Git does for you. If you're working in a team, you can take pieces of code, work on it. You can branch your workflow, make a modification, make sure it works, and then you can merge it into the overall project if you get permission to do so. But we don't need Git. We're going to do our own version of Git, the poor man's version. So let's get back to the EasyLanguage code of snapback. Right there it is. So I've got a hotkey. It's Control F9. That's the way I've programmed it. Control F9, and if you hit that, it highlights everything. It copies it into the buffer or into the clipboard, and then it asks you to place it somewhere. And it predefines, it pre-fills the name, so you don't have to worry about naming it yourself. It automatically does that based on the name in the tab: Snapback Strategy, Snapback Strategy. So I want to create a new, I want to go back to local disk. I want to create a new folder called Snapback. And I want to open that folder up, and I'm going to save that. Okay, text saved, success text, to C snapback strategy.txt. Okay, so that's good. So now I have a backup. It's outside the realm of TradeStation. It's on the C drive. If I want to, I can push it up to the cloud. So I've got a good backup. Okay, let's go ahead here and make a modification. Let's say I want to do bar count is greater. Instead of 9, let's go 6. And I want to change that to 14, 15. And then I want to come down here and I want to change that to 14, 1430 and 1430. Okay, so I could have commented those lines out and said version 1 and then pasted it and made those modifications. And I could keep track of my versions within the same text file. And I've done that, and that works okay. But a lot of times, you don't do the comments like you should because we're lazy programmers. Easy language programmers are notoriously lazy. We're lazy because we want to get to the end result as fast as possible. We want to create the best system as quickly as possible. So we figure the iterations from the start to where we get to the point, we're always going to be making things better. But in reality, and most of the times we make things worse, okay? And if we don't properly comment, copy, paste inside the same document, we're going to lose track of what we've done. And we'll lose track of maybe a version that we really liked the best. So let's go ahead and we made the modification, right? And so now I'm going to go ahead and hit Control F9 again. It's going to save it. And, oops, I hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and I canceled that. I got to be inside that window. So we hit Control F9, highlights it, copies it. Okay, it's going to name this snapback strategy.txt. But wait a minute, I've already got a snapback strategy.txt. So it'll replace my first version. I don't want it to do that. Well, I've thought about that. So I've created the script so it will create the versioning number for you. So I'm going to hit save. Watch what happens. Text saved successfully to C snapback strategy version 001.txt. So it automatically put that in there for you. So I'm going to hit OK. So did it really do that, or did it just say it did it? So let's go back to our snapback folder or directory, whatever you want to call it. Snapback's down here. And as you can see, there's 2 versions. Okay, so that's where AutoIt comes in really handy. It backs it up outside the realm of TradeStation, and then it starts doing the version number for you. So if we were to do it again, just for laughs and giggles, we're back in the editor window. We're going to hit Control F9. Still keeps the same name, but we've already got strategy text 01. We're going to do it again. Guess what it calls it this time? Version 02. Does it really? Let's see. There they are. Now, the WinMerge is the beauty of Git, and again, that's designed for multiple people working on the same project, and where you can merge different portions of the program into one big program. You can branch it, make modifications, then merge it. We don't need to do that since that's overkill for us. So what I've created here is I've installed the WinMerge, and I've allowed it to go into my context-based menu. Here's WinMerge. So I'm going to compare strategy version 1. It automatically comes up with the one that you've highlighted, and I'm going to compare it to the original version. So snapback strategy without the versioning number, which is the original. That's the grandfather or the father that we're working with of the version. So we're going to hit open, and once you do that, hit compare, and then it will go through here and it will tell you. Let's grow that a little bit. It'll show you exactly what has changed. Here it's 6 versus 9, 1415 versus 1430. And that's another good thing about Git. Git keeps track of old versions, and then it also shows you modifications between versions. And we've done that. So we've created our own poor man's Git by using AutoIt and also WinMerge. So in my blog, which is at georgepruitt.com, I show you the script, how to load it into AutoIt, how to download AutoIt first, how to load the script into AutoIt, how to create an executable so you can just double click on it. And you can drag it down to your taskbar if you like, so whenever you use it, you can just click on it one time, and then you have the Control F9 to start it and Control F12 to end it. And then you can use WinMerge to keep track of your versions, or to see what the difference, determine what the differences are in your versions. Okay, so that's my poor man's version of Git for EasyLanguage, and it solves two problems. It solves the backup situation, and we get outside the realm of the trade station, and also our versioning. We're keeping track of our different versions. And we've also got a third solution where we can see what the differences between the two versions are. I hope you like that, and like I said, just check out my blog at georgepruitt.com. Thank you.